Thanks for coming. Thank you to 32 Poems for inviting me, and to Smartish Pace for also being here. Another journal I very much admire. I'm just going to read 3 poems. The first one, I grew up in an aggressively Christian household, and I think like lots of folks who grew up in aggressively religious households, you have these fantasies of doing wildly inappropriate things in the church. So this is a poem called Psalm for Third Base. It is not about baseball. Psalm for Third Base. Fingers have their own prayers, often crossed, but also bunched in pockets for warmth or comfort. There, amidst the fumble scratch of eager hands, there where verbs take root, touch, trace, fist. There in the back pew of a filled church with the skirt tented just so, a boy's fingertips graze inside, the sanctuary couched in beeswax smoke. There, the salvation of dim light, brass candelabras holding their tarnished glow in the black flame just above the candle wick. It is there at the back of the chapel with the choir singing Alleluia and angels on walls shimmering their fallen light that the boy receives what he expects from religion: fanfare, epiphany, movement. So it is there that the boy lingers, the edge of where he's been before and what must come after, the present. What the gospel calls the kingdom, her lips dusting his earlobe, whispering, breathing, as if she were chanting that moment alone, there, there, there. Sinful. This next poem is sort of a change of pace. It was originally published in 32 Poems. It's one of the reasons I'd like to read it. And it's about hospicare, a place that I really value quite a bit. But one of the blessings and the burdens of hospicare is that it does us a great kindness in allowing us to let go of the people that we love in a very sort of gentle and peaceful way. But it's also, the longer someone's in hospicare, the longer that we're all sort of dealing with that, and sort of making that break and severing. So this is a poem called Lobster. At hospice, a statue of a heron perched among cattails, looking fragile in black water, remaining firm. My mother's body the antithesis, how it bruised where my brother gripped her while she talked about lobster all week. The ceremony, the satisfaction of parting meat from shell, the decadent drip down of butter finding cracks, pooling in claw tips. I sat living with that pond, bulldozed body filled and stocked with smallmouths, and the wretched metal bird refusing to unfold. I'm going to read one more. This is, I visited San Juan, Puerto Rico a few years ago, and I was walking around and I stumbled across this plaza where there's a man standing on top of a wrecking ball, and there's another man inside of the crane operating the wrecking ball and just sort of swinging him around. And there was absolutely no purpose. You know, they weren't wrecking anything. They were just playing with a crane and a wrecking ball. And there's something about that made me very happy, but also feel, you know, there's a hashtag on Twitter, first world problems, and I was like, that's not safe. I was like, first world problems. Like, if you have a crane and a wrecking ball, why not? Play with it. So this is called If Man Is Meant to Fly, and it's for San Juan, Puerto Rico. There is a crane and there is a wrecking ball. There is a man hugging the rusted chain and twirling, swinging apex to apex, all a giggle. His friend in the driver's seat with those ludicrous levers and knobs, laughing too, at this game they've made, where the sky cuts with a whistle and steel becomes light. Humid sky makes your lungs sweat as you watch them without hard hats or orange reflective vests, or even a foreman to storm in and tell them to get back to work. No, not here. A stone plaza hidden in the gridwork of pastel alleyways, where there's a room of pinned butterflies, black wing spots shimmering a sea in oranges like a wall of eyes, all in boxes, boxes kept dusted and clear, there to show how beautiful these wings could be alive.